California recently passed a law banning 4 chemicals found in food that may be linked to cancer and other health risks. So what does that mean for the future of our foods?
Registered dietitian nutritionist Dawn Jackson Blattner joins us now to break it all down. So a lot of people may be familiar with this as the Skittles ban.
Yes.
But you just told us.
It's unbelievable. Literally, Skittles do not have these 4 chemicals that we're talking about.
Oh my goodness.
How did they get associated?
But isn't that a great clickbait headline? But these are 4 chemicals that really are in our food. And so California passed the law, and it's really going to come 2027.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have some time, but what I thought I would do for you is tell you what are these 4 chemicals?
Yep.
What kind of foods can we find them in? And what the heck can we do right
about
now
it?
about
Yes.
this, you know?
Right.
So here's the first compound, red dye number 3.
Because we all heard about red dye number 5 going away.
Well, there's
years
a
ago.
lot of different dyes out there.
Yeah.
In particular, this red dye number 3 is in candies, particularly. And it's not in a bunch of candies. I gotta tell you, I was in the store for hours and hours and hours trying to find foods with these chemicals in there.
Okay.
It's not as prevalent as you would think, but some of these obviously red dye number 3, red candies often are
And
the
they're
culprits
good candies too.
Well, and the thing is not to get so worried about this because we don't eat very large amounts of these things anyway. So it's like, yeah, I just want you to know it's in there.
Okay.
The next chemical is potassium bromate. Now, this is an interesting compound that helps breads rise. So it's often found in breads, in donuts, and even tortillas sometimes. But again, I had a hard time finding it. It was more of the smaller brands that have it because a lot of these bigger brands do not have this stuff in there anymore.
Because it's banned in other countries, right?
Yes, it's banned in Europe, it's banned in Canada, even like Japan. So a lot of these big companies aren't really using it even.
Because they knew coming down the line they were have to get rid of it anyway.
Yes, and they're getting rid of it for other countries, so they are here
Might as
too.
well do it here.
So the next compound is called brominated vegetable oil.
In a pop?
In a soda pop.
Really?
And it is an emulsifier that helps any citrus soda sort of stay together so the citrus part stays in the soda. Again, I had a hard time finding a lot of these citrus sodas with it in there, but there are a couple.
Okay.
So pay attention to that compound. And then the final one is propyl paraben.
Okay.
And that is basically a preservative, and it helps food stay a long time. And so like cinnamon rolls and donuts that are in those little packages forever and ever and ever in the grocery store, this is what we're talking about. That's propyl paraben helping that stay around. So those are the 4 chemicals that California said, hey, could you get these out of our food? There's potential cancer and other health problems associated. But I gotta say, when I think about what are we gonna do now about this, I said there's 3 things I'm gonna do, and I'll share those with you. First, I'm gonna try and limit these categories of food.
Which you should anyway, right?
Candy, yes, exactly. So candy, white bread, soda pop, all these pastries, things that, yes, we should anyway be limiting. So limiting the categories. The next step for me is reading ingredient lists.
Yes.
I gotta say, if anybody wears readers, I had to bring readers to the grocery store.
It's so tiny.
The print to really see what's in your food is so small, but it is worth it to read that ingredient list. And of course, I told you about these 4 compounds. So, avoid these 4 compounds, sure. But even more, I think, important is looking at those things on there like white flour, white sugar, hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup. All of that is still in our food.
Right.
So those are also things, not just these 4 chemicals. Those are also things.
too, because that's enriched white flour, enriched wheat flour.
Thank you for knowing that. A lot of times people think the word enriched
Means
sounds
something
lovely.
good.
It sounds so lovely.
yeah.
But enriched means, hey, we've stripped all the nutrition out of your grain. It's now white and has nothing to it. So we're going to enrich back some vitamins and minerals. So you're right. Not enriched is, you don't want that. Whole grains is what you're looking for.
Okay.
So, read those ingredient lists for these compounds, but all around healthy food.
Because you should be able to pronounce this stuff that you're eating.
I like to use that as an example.
Okay.
Mostly. Like there are some things like ascorbic acid. But that's vitamin C, so there are some words that, like, if you can't pronounce, they're probably not that bad. But if you see 100 ingredients on your food and you can't pronounce 20 of them, right? This is probably a red flag, tip off, limit that.
Real quick, last one.
Yeah. Oh, my last tip is, hey, how about we buy things with no label at all. Fruits and vegetables and things like that. Right?
Simple one.
Have those more in your cart. Again, don't panic, but this is good stuff to know.
All right.
Yeah.
Dawn, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Dawn.
More information at djblattner.com.